In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NBA games happening on March 1st, 2024, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Cleveland Cavaliers versus Detroit Pistons. The Cleveland Cavaliers, holding a record of 38-20 and standing at the top of the Atlantic Division and second in the Eastern Conference, are set to face the Detroit Pistons at the Little Caesars Arena in the Motor City on Friday. This encounter not only marks a Central Division clash, but also an Eastern Conference showdown. The Cavaliers faced a setback in their recent game against the Chicago Bulls, losing 132-123 and breaking a 2-game winning streak. Despite this loss, they maintain a half-game lead over the Milwaukee Bucks in the Central Division and secure the second position in the Eastern Conference, trailing the leading Boston by 8 games. On the other hand, the Detroit Pistons secured a 105-95 victory over the Chicago Bulls on Tuesday, ending a 6-game losing streak. However, they still find themselves at the bottom of the Eastern Conference standings, far from contention for the postseason. In recent times, the Cleveland Cavaliers have showcased commendable performance, winning 12 of their last 16 games. Nevertheless, they aim to bounce back after a narrow 132-123 double overtime defeat against the Bulls on Wednesday. Evan Mobley led the team with an impressive 25 points, 13 rebounds, and 4 blocks. Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell contributed 23 and 19 points, respectively. Despite shooting 43% from the field and 22 of 54 from the three-point line, the Cavaliers missed opportunities to secure victory in regulation and the first overtime, ultimately succumbing to an 8-0 run by the Bulls in the second overtime. Meanwhile, the Detroit Pistons, amid a challenging stretch where they lost 9 of their last 12 games, found relief with a 105-95 road win over the Bulls on Tuesday. Cade Cunningham led the team with 26 points, supported by Simone Fontecchio's 17 points off the bench and Jaden Ivey's 15 points and 5 assists. The Pistons shot 49% from the field and 14 of 37 from beyond the arc, emphasizing their defensive prowess, which limited the Bulls to just 40 points in the second half. In terms of player availability, the Cavaliers might face challenges with Donovan Mitchell listed as questionable, while the Pistons continue to miss Marcus Sasser. Defensively, Cleveland has been a stronghold, allowing only 110 points per game, ranking second best in the NBA. Their opponents shoot at a rate of 45.5%, which is the 4th best in the league. In contrast, Detroit struggles defensively, conceding an average of 121 points per game, ranking 27th in the NBA. Despite scoring nearly 9 points less per game at 113 points, Cleveland has failed to cover the spread in its last 7 games, while Detroit has covered in 15 of its last 20 games. Notably, the Cavaliers face challenges against Eastern Conference teams, failing to cover the spread in their last 6 encounters. Moreover, Detroit has a favorable track record on Fridays, covering the spread in 8 of their last 11 games on that day. This marks the 4th and final meeting between the Cavaliers and the Pistons this season. In the previous 3 encounters, Cleveland emerged victorious in straight-up wins, while Detroit covered the spread in each game. All 4 matches featured Cleveland as the favorite by at least 9 points. The last meeting took place at the end of January, where Detroit lost by only 7 on the road, shooting 55.6% from the field. Over the 3 games against Cleveland, the Pistons displayed a 48.2% shooting accuracy. Detroit holds a 12-10-1 against the spread record as the underdog at home this season, with a margin of victory of -8. They are 3-0 against the spread in their last 3 games and have covered the spread in their last 3 encounters against the Cavaliers. Conversely, Cleveland is on a 0-7 against the spread streak in their last 7 games. Despite recent setbacks, the Cavaliers enter this matchup as the team in better form, seeking to return to the win column. In contrast, the Pistons, amidst their struggles, have shown signs of improvement, securing 3 wins in their last 12 games and delivering a notable upset against the Bulls on Tuesday. While the Cavaliers have won all 3 meetings against the Pistons this season, the games have been closely contested, each decided by single digits. Despite Cleveland's dominance, the Pistons have covered the spread in 6 of their last 9 games, indicating their competitiveness even in losses. The Cavaliers recently suffered a 9-point loss as 5.5-point favorites against the same Bulls team that the Pistons upset. The availability of Donovan Mitchell, listed as questionable with a knee injury, adds an element of uncertainty. Considering these factors, the Detroit Pistons to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Examining the scoring trends, the first 3 games between the Cavaliers and the Pistons this season averaged 223 points per game, with the under prevailing in 2 out of 3 instances. This season, the over is 31 to 26 to 1 in Detroit's games and 26 to 31 to 1 in Cleveland's games. Notably, the Pistons rank 10th in pace, while the Cavaliers are 24th, indicating a potential focus on defensive control. Over their last 10 games, Cleveland limited opponents to 106 points or less in 6 instances, while Detroit's offense scored 106 or less in 4 of their last 10. The under trend extends to the last 7 games between these two teams. Considering the defensive strengths of Cleveland, allowing the second fewest points in the NBA at 109.7 per game, and Detroit's struggles, ranking 22nd in scoring at 113 points per game, the under appears promising. Detroit has witnessed the total finishing under in each of their last 7 games and 6 of their last 7 home games. Cleveland's offensive efficiency ranks 15th at 114, while Detroit is 25th at 109.2. Defensively, Cleveland is second in the NBA with an efficiency rating of 108.3, playing at a pace of 99.2, which is 25th in the league. Considering these factors, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Charlotte Hornets versus Philadelphia 76ers. The stage is set for an intriguing Eastern Conference showdown as the Philadelphia 76ers prepare to host the Charlotte Hornets at the Wells Fargo Center this Friday. The Hornets, currently residing in 13th place, have faced a challenging season with only 15 wins under their belt. On the other hand, the 76ers find themselves in 6th place, contending with recent struggles attributed to injuries. Despite these setbacks, the 76ers have dominated in their 2 previous encounters with the Hornets in Charlotte this season, extending their winning streak to 8 out of the last 9 meetings since 2021. The home court advantage further positions the 76ers as favorites to secure another victory in this anticipated matchup. As the Charlotte Hornets seek to regain their momentum after a recent 4-game winning streak, their performance has taken a downturn with 3 losses in the last 4 games. The team suffered a substantial 111-99 defeat against the Bucks in their previous outing. Despite Brandon Miller's notable 21-point contribution and Grant Williams' 17 points off the bench, the Hornets faced defensive challenges, allowing the Bucks to amass a staggering 70 points in the first half. Miles Bridges' commendable efforts with 15 points, 10 rebounds, and 3 assists couldn't prevent the Hornets from trailing by 25 points in the third quarter. Conversely, the Philadelphia 76ers are amidst a challenging period, having lost 12 of their last 16 games. Their recent 117-99 road loss to the Celtics underscored their struggle, with Tyrese Maxey leading the team with 32 points. Despite the first half competitiveness, the 76ers succumbed to a second half onslaught from the Celtics' Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum combining for 60 points. In the upcoming game, the Hornets face the second leg of a back-to-back set, having suffered a significant defeat against the Bucks the previous night. Meanwhile, the 76ers, grappling with a tumultuous stretch, will be without their leader, Joel Embiid. The Hornets, despite their recent losses, are favored by 11 points in the spread, a margin that might be overly optimistic given the 76ers' injury woes. The 76ers, while not at their peak form, are still a formidable opponent, especially with the potential for a standout performance from Maxey. Although the 76ers are expected to secure the win, the Hornets' ability to keep the game within single digits is a plausible scenario. Therefore, the Charlotte Hornets to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Both the Philadelphia 76ers and the Charlotte Hornets have encountered significant injury challenges recently affecting their offensive capabilities. The Hornets are still missing their franchise face, Ball, leading to offensive struggles even after mid-season trades. Life without Embiid has proven to be a challenging endeavor for the 76ers, making matchups like these potential stumbling blocks. The previous 3 encounters between these teams, including both this season, have seen the under prevail. Additionally, the under has been successful in the last 7 games for Charlotte and the last 5 games for Philadelphia, considering the likelihood of subs getting significant minutes, especially in a potentially lopsided game. Under the projected total emerges as our full game total pick. Dallas Mavericks versus Boston Celtics. The final match of the season series between the Dallas Mavericks and the Boston Celtics is on the horizon. The Celtics secured victory in the initial encounter with a scoreline of 119-110, a game played on January 22nd. Following this, the Mavericks managed to halt a 2-game losing streak with a noteworthy triumph over the Toronto Raptors on the road. As things stand, the Mavericks are occupying the 8th position in the highly competitive Western Conference. However, their proximity to the 5th-placed Phoenix Suns is striking, with just half a game separating them. On the flip side, the Celtics experienced a hiccup in February when they succumbed to the Los Angeles Lakers in the first game of the month. Nevertheless, they bounced back emphatically, stringing together an impressive 9-game winning streak, concluding with an 18-point triumph over the Philadelphia 76ers. Notably, the Celtics currently boast the best record in the NBA and command the top spot in the Eastern Conference with a considerable 7.5-game lead. In recent times, the Dallas Mavericks have been showcasing some of their finest performances, emerging victorious in 8 of their last 10 games. Their latest triumph, a 136-125 road win against the Toronto Raptors, marked a significant milestone. Luka Doncic spearheaded the charge with a triple-double, amassing 30 points, 11 rebounds, and 16 assists. Kyrie Irving and PJ Washington also made substantial contributions, adding 29 and 23 points, respectively. Despite initially trailing the Raptors, the Mavericks displayed resilience, orchestrating a remarkable 40-point surge in the third quarter to secure a commanding 15-point lead. Simultaneously, the Boston Celtics have been on a red-hot streak, winning 11 of their last 12 games. Their most recent victory, a decisive 117-99 win over the 76ers, saw Jaylen Brown scoring 31 points, Jason Tatum contributing 29 points, 11 rebounds, and 8 assists, and Kristaps Porzingis chipping in with 23 points and 12 rebounds. Although the first half of the game was closely contested, the Celtics shifted gears in the second half, scoring 64 points and comfortably sealing the win. As the impending matchup approaches, the Dallas Mavericks may face challenges with the availability of Luka Doncic, who is currently listed as questionable due to a left ankle sprain. In contrast, the Boston Celtics enter the game with a full and healthy squad. Throughout the season, the Celtics have exhibited dominance, particularly at home, owing to their exceptional performance on both ends of the court. The upcoming clash is a meeting of 2 of the most potent offensive teams in the NBA, featuring some of the league's most skilled players. The pivotal distinction lies in defensive prowess, with the Celtics having held the Mavericks to a mere 110 points in their previous encounter. The Celtics starting lineup, known for its stellar defensive rating, possesses formidable attributes such as size, speed, and length. Tasked with containing Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving, the Celtics aim to compel the Mavericks' role players to assume a pivotal role in determining the game's outcome. Moreover, the Celtics are primed to exploit the defensive vulnerabilities exhibited by the Mavericks throughout the season. In their initial matchup, the Celtics notched up 119 points, propelled by standout performances from Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. Notably, Kristaps Porzingis, averaging 20 points per game, did not participate in that game, and his presence is expected to enhance the Celtics' offensive capabilities. With a healthy roster and only 3 losses at home this season, the Celtics possess favorable conditions for success. The Mavericks find themselves concluding a lengthy road trip, which, barring an extraordinary half-court heave by Cleveland's Max Strus at the buzzer on Tuesday night, would have left them with a 2-2 record. This fixture marks their 3rd game in 4 nights, presenting a formidable challenge against a well-rested and healthy Celtics team that has been off since Tuesday night. Notable advantages for the Celtics in this matchup include their prowess on the defensive end, ranking 5th in scoring defense compared to the Mavericks at 20th in the NBA. Additionally, the Celtics boast a superior ranking of 3rd in total rebounding, while the undersized Mavericks languish at the 25th spot. A key focal point lies in the forward position, where the Celtics, with Tatum and Brown, pose a significant challenge for the Mavericks, who lack adequate defensive solutions. Despite the Mavericks' current form, which was on full display in the resounding win over the Raptors, the impending clash against the red-hot Celtics presents a formidable challenge. While the Mavericks have the potential to make the game competitive, especially if Doncic performs at his best, uncertainties surrounding his availability make the Celtics a more secure choice in this matchup. Anticipate the Boston Celtics to assert their dominance in the second half, securing a comfortable victory on Friday night. Therefore, the Boston Celtics to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Both the Dallas Mavericks and the Boston Celtics have demonstrated their offensive prowess, securing positions in the top 10 in scoring in the NBA this season. However, the Celtics have not only excelled in scoring but have also showcased an impressive defensive performance, particularly in recent outings. In their last 4 victories, the Celtics held their opponents to 102 points or less in 3 games, underscoring their defensive solidity. As both teams exhibit proficiency in shooting the 3-ball, the game is likely to feature numerous long rebounds. The Celtics hold a clear advantage on the boards, a factor that should curtail the scoring opportunities for the Mavericks. Furthermore, the Celtics boast a 5th ranking in the NBA in defending against the 3-point shot. It's worth noting that Luka Doncic's questionable status adds an element of uncertainty to the Mavericks' offensive strategy. Should Doncic be sidelined, it would significantly alter the dynamics of the Mavericks' offensive approach. Keep a close eye on Doncic's status, as it could influence the overall scoring dynamics of the game. Consequently, our full game total pick leans towards under the projected total. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.